We just finally arrived in Alliance. Man, that's serious train yards here. Looking for a place to eat, I guess, for whatever they decide. Carnegie. That sounds familiar. Average gas price in Nebraska has been about $2.20 a gallon. South of Nebraska has been about $2. Oh, there's a place there for $2.13, I guess. A little cheaper. So we're gonna stop and figure something out. Really got to practice these slow coordinated turns. What do you think? Sounds good. Kendall's. Looks like it used to be an old McDonald's. There you go. Get your little camper. You don't see something like that every day. Amazing things you run into on the road. That's an Edsel with a camper on the back of it. Anyway, funny deal to see. Hope you enjoyed it. Okay, we stopped in Alliance. Get my phone ready for the music. Anyway, as you see as I'm backing out, there's quite a few cars that have or motorcycles that look like they just came back from South Dakota themselves. Oh, from Kansas. It's kind of a neat idea, that deal there on the back of the bike. I wouldn't mind getting something like that. Kendall's restaurant had a really good chicken fried string potatoes, I gotta honestly say. No way I'm not. Anyway, we'll get out on the road. We're backtacked to this restaurant because you can sit down. We went to a McDonald's and it's like you couldn't even stand there and eat it inside. You had to go outside and stand by the bike. So we said, we ain't gonna buy that. We'll come back to a restaurant where we can sit down. But yeah, really good chicken fried steak and mashed potatoes. Traffic getting a little bit bound up back there. Anyway, we're just going to go through the town. Got a couple of Harleys behind us, as you can see in my rearview mirror. Wonder if they're going to Sturgis. Anyway, there was a trike and another motorcycle, Harley, back there where we just came out of. Looked like they were just coming from Sturgis. Had this little carrier. I got a little hitch on the back of my bike, and I was going to pull my trailer, but that's quite a bit to have to pull. I just didn't need that much room capability. And so I thought, man, I'll look into that and get me like a little receiver deal where you can kind of have like a rack on the back. And then put your stuff on it. We've got roughly about 100 miles left. Should get there probably around 2 o'clock. And there's a lot of bikes there. Yeah, see all the bikes? Man. Probably when we get closer in the vicinity of Sturgis, we probably might see a lot more on the road. Here comes some more. Like, oh, they're going home. Well, looks like a little bit more of the same thing as we're riding along. I'll pick up the speed a little bit. I'm falling behind. See the open area of this valley. This is so cool. I wish I would have got my camera on just back there, because it is like amazing. Just open as far as the eye can see. Been having a lot of bikers going by. Maybe some of these motorhomes must be all the vendors that was at Sturgis. Some of these roads, man, they look like they're so far away. You can look over that way and just kind of see the vast landscape of all of it. And like I told people before, when I first bought this bike, the owner had it for like 12 years and only put like 18,000 miles on it. This bike's probably never been on a ride this extensive before. And it's about to turn 30,000 miles. I got 29,987. You can see it down there. Purring like a kitten, like a Goldwing would. It's kind of pretty through here. Nebraska's been kind of a cool state. Got some more bikes coming. Man, there must have been probably 200 that's passed me so far. That's cool. It's kind of weird, you know. A lot of Harley guys, when they see you on a Goldwing and stuff, they don't want to seem to, because you know they have this tradition, when you'd pass another biker, you'd recognize them by putting your arm out. And I'd say probably about half the Harley riders out there recognize back to you when you put your hand out to them as kind of a salute. You know, so it's not about what you ride, as long as you get out and ride. So we're covering the ground pretty quick, but we're only doing about 70 overall. Jim and Sherman are out front. I don't want to use this whole SD card, but if I have to, I'll go buy another one if I fill this one up. A lot of farmland out here. Here comes a bunch of other bikers over there. You can see them off at the distance. There's a gas station back there that we passed. It had to have been like close to 60 bikes in there getting gas. Anyway, I'll take a video of these guys and then I'll take the camera off. Looks like a bunch of Harleys. Now we're coming down this hill. Had such a curvature back there. All these trees kind of give me an indication like we're almost to South Dakota. Kind of a cool road. Almost reminds me of Yellowstone, Jackson Hole, Grand Teton area, minus the Grand Tetons. I'll just video this for a couple of minutes, let you kind of enjoy it a little bit. Tell you what, the roads are just stupendous. I haven't seen a bad section of road yet. Chadron State Park, that kind of looks like a cool place to go camping. For some reason we're slowing down a little bit. It's kind of cool through here. I didn't see any reduced speed limit signs, so I don't know why we slowed down a little bit. It's kind of a cool rock formation there. Kind of reminds me just south of Hoback Junction. For those that don't know where Hoback Junction is, it's Palisades. If you pull up Palisades Lake in Wyoming on your maps and you show the line of highway to Jackson Hole, Hoback Junction is where you can turn off to go south like you're going back to Colorado, or straight to Chicago or to Jackson Hole. Guy from Texas. All right. Well, that's kind of cool over that way. Got that little pond. Well, I guess I was talking when I thought it was recording, and then I hit the button and it said recording. It's like, so I missed everything I had to say. Anyway, just turned 30,000 on the bike. Still humming along like a sewing machine. What Gold Wings sound like when they're going down the road. We're about 45 miles out of Hot Springs, South Dakota. That'll be our next night stay. You're probably thinking, man, there ain't a whole lot of anything to look at out here. This is all just basically, as you can see, just kind of like wheat fields. As far as the eye can see, boy, I tell you, that make a lot of bread. Pasta, whatever. Getting a little bit warm. Climbed up, we left North Platte this morning. And we got up to about 57 degrees. We had to stop on the side of the road about 10 miles out, and some of the guys had to put heavier jackets on. We're hitting about 91 degrees now. I got that water jacket that I always put underneath this here. and it keeps me pretty cool. So it looks like they just want to try and press on and try and get there. It's a pretty impressive ride. I turned 62 this year. Had carpal tunnel surgery, both hands, about a year ago. So my left one's kind of aching a little bit. Got the shoulder at a cortisone shot put in it to kind of tie me over. Seeing this, oh man, those trucks in the wind, they kick out. So it looks like more than likely I'll be getting major shoulder surgery on my rotator cuff. Probably around September, October. Yeah, sucks getting older, but hopefully if everything works out, I'll do the Arizona ride, and that'll be it for the year. Idaho will have to be next year. See, what is this up here? South Dakota! Welcome, South Dakota! Looks like a lot of guys rode their bikes to Sturgis, but there's definitely a lot of people that trailered them. Anyway, this whole ride I thought it was going to be about 1,000, 1,200. We're only second day into it, and I've got close to 800 miles built up, and we still got to make it back home. So we're probably going to be looking at maybe closer to probably 2,300 after it's all said and done. That's a lot more than what I said, right? Buffalo Gap National Grassland. I don't see no buffalo, just cows. Got some orange juice in my cup. Put a bunch of ice with it. These cups are amazing. If you have one. It's like I'm out here and still got ice in it, nice and cold. So when I make a stop, have kind of a cold drink. But I'm gonna come up next to Jim's bike so you can get a look at the side view of it. It's a pretty bike, the candy apple red. I'm gonna come up next to it. Kind of recording. Nice bike. Mount Rushmore too, by the way, so we'll be going up past that. I don't know if maybe tomorrow or the next day. Got some nice curves. Too far. I want to scrape my highway pegs. I'm going to go ahead and record out for the rest of this ride because, like I said, we're only about 5 to 7 minutes out. Well, it might be a little bit longer, but I just wanted to show some of you guys on motorcycles the cool curved roads and everything, and it's really enjoyable coming through here. Hot Springs, South Dakota. Custer. Mammoth site, we'll go to see that. Wind Cave. Kind of cool through here. City Hall. Built in 1893, that building there. Man. That little waterfall right there. Because there's just too much to see right through here. I just have to keep recording. A lot of steakhouses around here. Very old buildings. Bunch of old cars. That's cool. Looks like we're at our hotel. Just a small mom and pop type setup. We're at our destination. Camera coming up.